What's going on, guys? It's Big Ziff here. Today we're going to be talking about Sayu, who is the new Inazuma 4-star who's supposed to be coming on Yoimiya's banner in the next banner update. She is going to be a 4-star Anemo Claymore user, which is going to be really unique. We haven't seen one of those yet. So let's just dive right into her materials you'll need. Before we jump into it, I want to say that all of the info provided is going to be from Honey Hunter World. Here's a graphic that you can look at for all of the overall things. So if you want to just take a screenshot of this, you can. Otherwise, you can listen to me explain where you can get a lot of this stuff. So the first things you're going to need are obviously the Vyuda turquoise crystals. So you need 1 of these small green ones, 9 of the blue ones, 9 of the purple ones, and 6 of the gold or orange ones. These can obviously be obtained through boss drops primarily, I would say, but you can also get them from doing daily commissions as well as some of the other shops that are spread around the world. But I would say that getting these from bosses is probably the easiest way, and going off that idea, the next item you're going to need is called the Marionette Core. It is dropped from the Magu Kenki boss who was first seen in the Golden Archipelago, so you might already have a few of those farmed up, but he is now in Inazuma on the bottom left corner of the map, which I'll show you here. So you'll probably have to farm this boss 15 to 20 plus times depending on if your drops are getting 2 or 3 of the boss drops. Just know that you will be needing 46 in total, so it's definitely going to take a few times. If you have extra fragile resin, this might be a good time to use some of that. The next item you'll need to farm are the Crystal Maros, which can be found on the 2 islands in the bottom left of Inazuma. One of those islands you would have to complete a world quest on the Kujo encampment to break that force field if you're trying to get some of the ones in there. Otherwise, the other island on the far left side, you can definitely farm a lot of these. I would suggest looking at the Genshin Interactive map. Otherwise, you can just look up on YouTube for farming routes to find these, but you'll need 168 of those total, so get farming, I guess. Now, in terms of the Whopper flower nectars, we're going to be talking about them holistically. We're not going to specifically talk about character ascension. We're going to talk about both character ascension and talent totals. So this is if you have a maxed level 90 Sayu with level 10 talents across the board, across all 3 talents, level 10, level 10, level 10. So the first set of Whopper flowers, the small gray ones, you will need 36 of those. The second tier, the green ones, you would need 96. And the largest ones, the blue ones, you would need 129 total if you had a completely maxed out Sayu and all her talents were maxed out. Now moving on to Sayu's talent materials, her talent books are actually going to come from the brand new domain. She is going to require the teachings, the guides, and the philosophies of light. We're going to refer to these as green, blue, and purple scrolls just based on the color of those backgrounds there. So for the green scrolls, or the smallest rarity, you're going to need 9 of those. For the blue scrolls, the middle rarity, you need 63 of those. And for the purple ones, the final rarity, you need 114 of those. I would suggest farming these as often as you can when you see that domain pop up, because these are definitely going to take the longest to farm, and you need a ton of them to get her talents leveled up. But a good place to start is definitely the 666 talents, or even 888 if you have enough. So I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the video, but to completely max a character out with Hero's Wits, you would need around 419, give or take. That is if you want to go completely to level 90. I always advise in these guides to just go to level 80 or ascend to 80 plus, because going from 80 to 90 really is going to waste another 171 Hero's Wit, which is not really necessary, especially for Sayu, who probably won't be a main DPS. Some people will probably run her as main DPS, but even if you're running characters as your main DPS, you usually don't need to 90 them for them to, reach a ton of damage. It's really just going to give them a few extra stats. So you don't need to 90 them, but just know that 419 is if you were to go all the way to 90. If it's just to level 80, I think it's like 274 or something like that. So you'll definitely save a lot if you only go to 80 or 80 plus. The next item you're going to need are the Gilded Scales, which is a weekly boss drop from Ajdaha. You will need 6 total for each talent, for a total of 18 for all 3 talents. I'll show you the breakdown of what that is going to look like for talent levels 7, 8, 9, and 10, how many you'll need for each tier. Now the next item is the Crown of Insights. You would need 3 total, obviously, if you were going to max out your talents completely. These can always be obtained from the event shops, even the Beto event that's going on right now. There is one in the shop, so definitely go pick that up if you plan to crown Sayu or even another one of your characters. Now the final thing we have to talk about is obviously the elephant in the room, which is Mora. You're going to need 7,043,400 Mora to completely max Sayu out. That includes character ascension, that includes talent materials, that includes leveling her up. It's a ridiculous sum of Mora. When I level up characters, I typically try to get 4 to 5 million Mora. This is a pretty good number in terms of getting all of their talents up to like 888 and also getting them up to level 80 plus. And I don't think you need to max out characters, so it's always good to be able to save like a couple million Mora for other things like weapons or leveling up another support character that you want to level up, so just keep that in mind. But that's going to be pretty much it for the Sayu guide, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below if you plan on wishing for Sayu or not. She is the little Tanuki ninja. She looks so cute. Her abilities look awesome as well. So I'm definitely interested to not only see team comps with her, but how people actually use her. If she's really just a support or a healer with a claymore, that's going to be really interesting to see. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.